Aloof is outnumbered, but I have got a secret up my sleeve that once we get to the trivia, I've got a pretty stacked team coming in. So you'll be interested to know who I'm bringing in to help me out.
Backups are on.
Exactly. Are you guys on your phones by any chance, or are you guys in front of computers or anything like that?
I'm on a laptop.
I'm on a
me too.
iPad.
I was gonna share my screen real quick. Did you guys see this? Let me show you this. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Oh, I can see something.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this? Look at this thing, man.
What stream?
Yeah, this was in Lebanon. I don't know if you can see my screen, but it's that explosion. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I saw that a few about an hour ago.
Holy crap, man. Look at that.
Crazy.
Shit.
They don't know what it is yet, do they?
I mean, I don't. They're saying. Let me get out of that. They're saying it's a fireworks depot.
Oh wow, crazy.
That exploded, but that's the official word. They're saying that it was potentially something a little bit more sinister. I guess there's some protests going on in Lebanon right now. But dang, I couldn't believe that. All right.
Yeah, man, I hope everyone's all right.
I should probably introduce everyone here so everyone listening knows who we've got on tap today. I'm really excited about this one because we are going international for this podcast. I've got with me today 3 wonderful British gentlemen. The first one is our 3-time champion, which I don't know how he's done it, but 3-time champion, Punters. What's going on, Punters?
Yeah, it's never gets tired of being introduced by like that. So thanks very much.
Yeah, soon to be 4-time champion, I think. So.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
A year off. Give everyone else a chance.
That's great. We've also got Southern Miss from the College Football League. What's going on, Southern Miss?
How's it going?
For you that may not know, Southern Miss also played in the RBA a couple seasons ago, right, Southern Miss? You've been out for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think what I didn't get through the last season.
Well, we're glad to have you here, man. I know when you were in the RBA, we tried getting you on a couple times, so I'm glad that we finally got you on, and hopefully this encourages you to come back home.
If I find the time.
There you go, buddy. And of course, our own Tyrants as well. Tyrants, obviously everyone knows Tyrants. Very active in Discord, and he's also been on this podcast already. What's going on, Tyrants?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, man. You guys are all done with work, hopefully, and getting ready for the night. So we'll have a good time here and
yeah, that's it.
Get you guys off to bed. I don't want to keep you guys too late. So I usually start off the podcast, with this question. I'm always interested to know how each of you got started playing Retro Bowl. So, Punters, why don't we go with you first? How did you get started playing Retro Bowl?
So for me, I've followed the developer for quite a while. He's worked on a couple of other games, the first of which was called New Star Soccer. So obviously that kind of was my introduction to it. And then I think I played New Star Cricket as well. And they're both such great time-killing games. So yeah, when this came out and like me being a huge NFL fan, it was like just an absolute no-brainer that I was going to get it. And then obviously the league sprang up around it. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it.
You're a big NFL fan, so do you have a favorite team?
Yeah, the Packers. My logo is actually based off a picture of J.K. Scott.
Nice.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. We got 2 Packer fans here?
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Wow, my goodness. See, at least you guys picked a good team to be a fan of. Tyrants, I don't want to step over you too much, Tyrants, but I know you're a Dolphins fan, which is just so odd to me because they're not a very good team.
Nah, starting at the bottom. Can't really go for the bandwagons. The recent winners all of the highly followed teams. No Patriots, no Packers, none of that.
You're
Wasn't
you
Ace
like
Ventura.
exactly right. Ace Ventura. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Absolutely.
You like the
Dan
underdogs.
Marino.
Or Bad Boys 2 for a real little cameo.
Ah, there we go. I like some of these shout outs. All right,
There
good.
we go.
How about you, Southern Miss? How did you get involved with Retro Bowl?
The same. Not cricket. A little too northern for cricket, but New Star Soccer, and then obviously the game came about that, and then also being big into the NFL, and then actually it was pure luck on Twitter because I've never really gotten into it, but then obviously I happened to be. Must have been really bored one day, and seeing people like leagues popping up, and then again just went from there.
That's great. And how about you, Tyrants?
I think it was more of a Facebook post I saw of one of the NFL UK groups I was in. Someone was like, "Oh, this game's just come out. It's pretty new," and I followed the art director, the Pixel NFL, for anyone on Twitter who does the graphics for the game. I followed him on Twitter, and he retweeted something, and from there I found Retro Bowl, played it way too much for what I was doing at work, and told my friends, and they all got into it, and then happened upon the RBA, and the rest is history.
And what's incredible too is how good I would say the European contingent of Retro Bowl is. I mean, obviously Southern Miss doing a lot of work out there with the College Football League. Punters, Tyrants, you guys are always top of the charts, top of the table. It's pretty incredible to see you guys playing so well. Punters, do you think that playing some of the other games helped you at all? Some of the developers' other games?
Yeah, certainly to a degree. Like, it's relatively similar, and it's kind of like, pointing, and it's a lot about timing and direction. That's kind of the only two things to it. The strategy side of it, more having to pick up, because it's like in the soccer game, it's more about developing one player. So you obviously need to have a long-term strategy, but it doesn't really translate that well to what facilities you need to upgrade and stuff. But yeah, I think that probably does help quite a lot.
Definitely. All right. So we're going to start, if it's okay, guys, we're going to start a little bit quicker on the trivia part because a couple of the people that I'm going to bring on from the American contingent got some stuff going on. So let me invite them real quick here, and we'll get started. 1 second, guys. For the people listening, my British friends here do not know who I'm inviting to represent the good old USA in this battle of what would you guys call it? Idioms and phrases. So.
Oh wow!
So let's wait for them to accept this invite, and then we'll get started.
You got the best of the best here.
Oh yes, we got a deep bench.
Oh man, this is some esteemed company here.
How's it going, Legionnaires?
How we doing?
Yeah, good man.
Yeah, so the first guy is obviously, as you can hear, LA, or what used to be LA Legionnaires. What are you anymore? Are you just Legionnaires now?
Winterfell Legionnaires, but I go by Legionnaires at this point because I like to relocate my team whenever I get bored. So I just go by Legionnaires at this point, pretty much.
Gotcha. All right, and now I'm just inviting Mrs. Comments. Actually, she will be the other one coming in. So let's get her on. Add her real quick, guys.
She's gonna love this.
I was going to say, all I know of her from chats is that she just loves an English accent. So
yeah, she's my ace in the hole. She's gonna be the one that's gonna take it to the.
She's gonna love Punters, absolutely.
There she is. Hello, Mrs. Comments.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
There we go. She's on. How you doing, Mrs. Comments?
I'm doing great. How is everyone else doing?
Fantastic. So we've got Punters, Southern Miss, and Tyrants from the UK. And Mrs. Comments, it's going to be me, you, and Legionnaires representing the good old USA in this this battle of wits. So
Okay.
the way that this works, guys, is they're going to give us 10 British phrases or slang words, and we'll have to guess what those are. And then we'll flip the script on them, and we'll give them 10 American phrases or slang words that they have to guess. And whoever gets the most right wins and has control over the entire Atlantic Ocean and and any trade lines that go through there.
I
So-
have a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
How PG can these phrases be?
How PG?
Wow.
Yeah, like how appropriate for children do these phrases need to be?
Well, I've already got the American one set up. I've got the 10.
Oh, God,
But if you want to,
I could suggest.
well, DM me. How about this? We'll do it on the fly. DM me.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's fine.
You
It's
sure?
fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I'm almost curious now because I want to know what that dirty one was. But that's okay. All right.
I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know
Send it
too.
to the US.
Make it a bonus round.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
put
That'll be the
that
bonus
on
round.
podcast.
There we go. If we're tied at the end of this, that'll be our bonus round question.
Oh God, now I actually.
Okay.
You
All right.
volunteered it.
All right, England. You guys go ahead and give us your 10. I guess what we'll do is at the end of each answer, if you want to give us the correct answer, that would be good, so we can keep score here. So you
Okay,
guys-
so I'll kick off if you want, and
yeah, go for
I
it.
don't know how you guys are familiar with the rhyming or Cockney slang, as it's more commonly known in England, where it's basically an English attempt of a humorous slang derived from the East End of London. The phrases can be sometimes a bit of a laugh, but the execution leaves a lot to be desired. And I'll just follow you some quick examples. So if someone using a Cockney slang phrase was to say, I'm going up the apple and pears, it would mean they are going up the stairs.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
Got that?
Yeah, I got it. Cockney slang is ridiculous. So
Okay, another example is if I was talking on the dog and bone, I was talking on the phone. So it's just a long way of saying what you're saying and rhyming. So it's complete ridiculousness.
yes. All right.
Okay,
Lay
so
it on us.
okay, so the first one is if I went on a cruise once and it was full of septic tanks, what would I mean?
Full of septic tanks.
Probably full of shit, right, guys? Like full of poop.
Remember, it rhymes, remember?
Well, it rhymes, but I don't think it's.
full of times.
Full of septic tanks? Is that what you said?
Yep.
Full of septic tanks.
I don't even know this. If it's any consolation.
I don't know anything about cruises, so that doesn't really help. Do I have to know something about cruises?
Okay, so the keywords there are septic tank. That's the phrase.
Septic
They're
tank.
everywhere.
Septic
Yep.
tank.
But the context of it being on a cruise,
Yeah.
is that like hint?
Okay. We can do this, guys. Come on. We can do this.
So to clarify, can I clarify really quickly? So what we're looking for is a 2-word phrase.
Nope.
The word is septic. No, 1 word.
Yep.
That rhymes with septic tank. That
Yep.
has to be
That
being
rhymes
on a
with septic tank in the context of a cruise ship.
Mhm.
No, the cruise set is it's a loose context, but
Yeah.
I'm sure when you hear it, you'll understand.
Is it something about like something on the bank? Like kind of like I don't know. I'm so
Okay.
lost.
maybe like a wank, like a
That's
wanker.
the only
Like-
word I can think of that rhymes.
No, absolutely not. These are very, very much PG. I can see you're struggling, so I'm going to go ahead and say that septic tank is a yank. So an American.
Oh.
I should have had that one.
feels like a double entendre.
Yeah, that's not
though.
fair.
That seems like a double entendre.
Familiar with the term
Um,
yank, right?
I am familiar, and I'm kind of upset I didn't get it. Actually,
We gotta go eat cheeseburgers first. That's how Americans are. If we eat cheeseburgers,
Alright.
then we'll be more prepared for all of this. We'll get the brain.
I have a bottle of rum that I may or may not be drinking from right now, Aloof. So I'm all set.
All right, so that's a big miss. Okay, all right. What else you got?
This one, I think this one might be a little bit easier. But okay, so the first bit's text again. So it's only 5 p.m. and I'm Hank Marvin.
Marvin.
Something about starving. It's gonna be like starving. Frank Marvin.
That is it. That's it. It's
I
one
got
word.
it. Yeah!
There you go, Lou.
We got it,
Nice.
boys and girls.
I didn't.
Okay.
You don't have to give me attention.
Okay.
I said I watched a lot of Luther, so I feel like I can get a couple of these. There's like 2 I know.
I was as a kid, I'm super into like British TV and stuff,
Yeah, exactly.
reality and stuff. You think I'd be better at this?
The problem is I was into Mr. Bean, who was quiet, so I didn't hear a lot of I didn't hear a lot of slang. I didn't hear.
That seems like a very Aloof Balloon kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I still watch it.
Okay. So the third one, it's a 3-in-1 deal. I've got it written out in the chat. I'm gonna send it all
Oh,
as well. You guys can read it.
oh boy.
Tell me what you think.
This is a visual slang.
You ready?
Yeah.
Where
Remember
is this going?
Yeah, I know.
In the chat.
Okay.
So there it is. There's 3 in there, and
Okay, so here's
4
here's
in there.
okay. So
4.
I know what Barney Rubble means, so we're good there. Just got back from the
Trouble.
battle cruiser. Yeah, Barney Rubble means like you're in trouble.
With the wife.
Okay.
Lovely.
Okay.
So
It spends all my money.
so for our
Spends all my
listeners,
money.
so for our listeners, I'm gonna say it for our listeners. Just got back from the battle cruiser, got in Barney Rubble, with the trouble and strife because I'd spent all the bees and honey.
Now you're well on track there with 3 out of the 4. So
Just got back. What did we say what the battle cruiser was, guys? What do we think it was?
We didn't.
Oh,
We
okay.
didn't give an answer.
So we say.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, we have to guess what the
Tyrants.
battle cruiser is.
Oh.
yeah, so that's
You've
like
too slanged that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say, I don't even know if they know the word, but that is.
Yeah.
it's a bit of
like
a
double
English
slang.
proper Southerners as well.
Okay, so got in trouble with the wife because I spent all the money.
Money.
Yeah,
Battle-
you got that.
Battle cruiser. Just got back from the battle cruiser. Just got
Is that
back.
like a bar?
I
It
was
feels
gonna
like-
say it's at a bar.
Oh, you're very, 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 very warm.
Yeah.
Pub.
Do I have
But
to say
it's
the
not
pub?
it has to run. No, it has to run with battle cruiser.
Battle
Battle
cruiser.
cruiser.
It's not the slang word itself, actually.
Yeah, it's a bit mean, that one.
Oh,
The
battle
boozer?
cruiser.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yes!
Impressive.
Yes!
Hey!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're doing good.
There we go. That's me. I don't know what punters and Southerners have got for you,
All
but
right.
well done. That was great.
I'll go with mine. So the first one, which is where I'm from in the north of England. When you see someone, you would say, "Hey up, me duck."
What?
What's up, my friend? Are these all Cockney? Is everything that I'm going to hear today a Cockney slang?
No,
No, that's
serious
not-
question.
this
No, that's
is
not
from the
Cockney.
north.
Yeah, it's from the north. So does
So
it?
you'd say, "Hey up, me duck."
So is it like what's going on, my friend? Like
Can you repeat?
he said, "A up, my duck."
Hey up, me duck.
Me duck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, what's up? What's up, my guy? That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
All right. Come on, we're doing good. I can't believe we're actually doing this.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
This ain't getting the babby a frock and a penny.
What? Was that
Did
English?
you repeat that?
That was not English. That was.
It was? Yeah.
Say it
From the
again.
Midlands.
It's proper English.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Say it again.
So,
Yeah.
so if you was to say, this ain't getting the babby a frock and a penny, what would you be saying?
No idea.
This
what
ain't.
it's-
Can
Absolutely
you
no
write
idea
this
from me.
down?
I would say it's like it's
Is
not.
there-
Is it like it's not worth anything? Like it's useless?
Yeah, you're on the right lines.
It's not worth a babby? I don't even know what a
You gotta
babby...
give us a little bit of leeway here. I mean, you're speaking in a completely different language.
I mean, it's not Welsh.
It's not babby.
Babby, yeah. A babby's slang for
babby.
baby, if that helps.
Babby.
Or it's not necessarily slang, but it's a regional word for baby.
Can you repeat the sentence, please?
Sure. This ain't getting the babby a frock and a pinny.
Wow.
A frog?
I'm not getting the baby
Frock.
frock and a penny. I have to do it
pennycoat?
with talking as a frock and a
That's a pennycoat.
pennycoat.
I think we're lost on this one, Southern Miss. I think you got
Yeah.
us.
I mean, you were pretty close, but it's basically something you'd say if you were wasting your time. If you were doing something and it was just all going wrong.
Ah.
It's basically saying this isn't going to get the baby a dress and a pinafore.
I'm gonna start.
That makes so much sense.
I'm gonna start using
We're
that.
going about it the wrong way.
I'm gonna start using that.
That's basically what you're saying.
I love it.
And then, I got. So that was 2. So 3 and 4 is mixed. So one of those was from where my father's from in the Midlands, and the other one is from Yorkshire, which is in the north of England. So I've got 2 now, which pretty much mean the same thing, but you'll see how different places would go about saying the same thing. So if you was to say, or if you was to say someone was a Mardy bum or had a cob on, what would you be saying?
Wait, isn't knob mean penis? He has a knob
Listen,
on?
I have listened.
A cob on.
Oh, cob. I think it's a knob.
A cob on.
Oh, sorry.
Listen, Marty Bum is an Arctic Monkey song. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's onto
They're
something.
also
All right.
from the north of England. But do you know what
if
Mardy?
someone's
What
a
do you know what
Mardy
Mardy bum
bum?
refers to? And you can also
I
say they've
have
got a
to-
cob
listen.
on.
A car bomb? Okay, I'm
A
going
cob
to
on.
say
Cob, like
a
corn on
cob,
the cob.
Car bomb.
a car bomb?
Cob.
Is this an IRA
No,
thing?
Cob on.
British, not Irish.
This is an IRA thing?
Oh, it's always an IRA thing.
This is getting sensitive. Careful now. Were you onto something, Mrs. Comets?
Wait. I didn't hear the
Yeah,
second phrase. I thought he said car
Cob
bomb.
on.
No.
No.
Cob.
C-O-B.
Cob?
Like corn on the cob.
Separate word.
Okay. On. A car bomb. A cob on.
A cob on. So you're either a Mardy bum or you've got a cob on.
There you go. Tyrants put it in the chat. Like cob. Corn on the cob.
Wait. Let
Cob.
me go look at it.
A cob on.
Okay, cob on is not the same thing as Marty Bum. Gonna be honest with you.
It means the same thing.
Oh.
It means the same.
I've never heard of either
Just-
one,
it-
so.
Different
Cob
it's
on
how
sounds
different
like
region it's how different
Listen, cob
regions
on sounds
take
like
the same thing, but say it differently.
I think a Marty Bum is a party pooper.
I like that. Okay, party
Yeah.
pooper. Is right?
Yeah, we wouldn't say party pooper, but someone who's miserable, unhappy. Now
Yes.
they're Mardy bum.
Bringing down
what's
the
wrong with
mood.
you?
That's
Woo!
counts.
They're
Yeah,
bringing
party
back-
I got
pooper
that
works.
one.
Yeah,
That
she.
counts.
All right, we're
That
doing
counts.
good. We're good. All right. Any others?
Yeah, just for fun because it's my favourite British insult. If I was to call you a bell end, what's a bell end?
I have no idea.
Come on.
That's
You're stupid.
Oh no.
What? Isn't a bell end like? I don't. Can I say it? It's like a. You're
Depends on
basically.
your view.
Well, it's like a dick, like a penis, like your
Yeah.
your dick, your penis.
But which bit?
Oh. Is it the balls? Because they're hanging like a bell end? I don't know.
Which bit most resembles the end of a bell?
Oh, I'm gonna say the shaft.
tip.
The shaft, right?
Oh, it's a tip.
The tip.
I was going to
It's
say,
the
like,
tip.
what type of penis are you looking at, Aloof?
Well, seeing as I'm only looking at mine.
Yeah,
He's got a
that's
chode,
what a bell end
everybody.
is.
That's where you're going wrong.
I'm fine with it. So do we get like half credit on that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Any others? Punters? Any from you?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Yes. Perfect.
They're not Cockney, but they're just generic slang. My first 2 are sports related.
Okay.
The first one might be very, very easy, but I haven't heard this term ever coined by an American commentator, so I'm going to see. The first one is a hat trick.
Oh, 3 goals.
Oh, that's 3 goals.
There you go. That was easy.
All right.
Use it in hockey.
There we go,
Use
boys.
it in hockey. That's how you know. That's
okay.
how you know what it is.
We're doing surprisingly well. I'm so happy.
The second one is a worldie.
A weldy?
Worldie. I'll put it in.
World.
Like somebody who's been around the world, like has experience, a traveler. Like that's how we would use that.
That's what I would call worldly, not a worldie.
Oh, it's different. Okay.
It's different. Worldly.
A word, worldy.
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 Is it like a hippie?
That's good. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Hippie.
No, a worldie. It has 2 contexts I know of, one within sport and one out of sport. So in sport, a worldie is like an incredible goal. So like, I guess like a world class goal.
Oh, yes.
But it also refers to
Okay.
World class.
very attractive. Well, I guess men and women, but I've only heard very attractive women. But she's an absolute worldie.
Oh, good one. Okay. Yep. All right.
And then the last one I've got is not sports related necessarily. It's the dog's bollocks.
Dog's bollocks.
Yeah.
That means that's trash.
Bollocks are
Right?
like balls, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like they'll say like bullocks whenever it's like trash.
Why is British slang so interested in the dick and balls? I didn't realize.
Very repressed.
Bollocks is
Because
a
they're
particularly great word.
And you know what's so sad? We think that they're so classy, but they're saying bullocks all the time.
I do like that
Say
though.
it. Oh, I need to hear her say it again. Please say that again.
What? Bullocks?
Say it again.
So is it? So wait, what did we say that was? So we say just basically a dog's nuts? Is that right, Punters?
Yeah.
Well, that's the literal definition, but I thought it meant like, do you want the literal definition or like? No.
Yeah, it has a slang meaning that we would refer to
That's
something.
BS. Yeah, like that's BS.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Actually, it's the complete opposite. If something's the dog's bollocks, it means it's great. It means that it's like the best.
Oh, dang it.
That's
Why?
the beauty of the word
Then why
bollocks.
hop off
It-
the
it-
dog's balls?
It's like Aloof calling something the tits. It's the same kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, got it. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And if we were
Okay.
to just say
Oh.
something is bollocks, that's when it's rubbish. We
Yeah,
use
but if it's the
bollocks for
bollocks,
everything.
it's very good.
The dog
If it's
bollocks
just
so
are all
it's
right.
like-
Okay.
the bollocks,
Say,
it's
like-
great.
The S word. Like we'll be like, oh, that's like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. All right.
Get versus the shit. Okay, so I'm gonna start out the U.S. slang, cause I'm here, and we're gonna do something. This is a 2-part question, because I like to make you Brits miserable. Firstly, can somebody give me the definition of the word wicked?
Good.
I knew they were gonna get that one. I told you.
Now
told you.
there's a second
You
part
can't.
to this
Okay.
that they need to get right.
That's not fair.
Wicked,
Use
wicked,
the word
jungle is
wicked.
massive.
Use the word wicked in a sentence correctly.
Wicked,
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 great musical.
jungle is massive.
Can you repeat that? Couldn't hear you.
Wicked, wicked, jungle is massive.
No,
I think it counts.
incorrect.
Definitely counts. Ali G in the house.
Yeah, it's Ali G, man. You gotta give it to him.
No, it's an adverb. So technically speaking, that is not a proper use of the word wicked, and you would know that if you lived up here.
It's about to
All
get.
right,
It's,
next
it's about to get 1776 up in here. We gotta be careful now. Careful.
Yeah.
Careful. All right, I got one. How about this? I think this is gonna be a good one. It's from the South. It's we would call it hillbilly or redneck. They've got some really cool slang. This one is, his cornbread ain't done in the middle.
Like he's not very clever.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was easy. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yep. Damn it.
Aloof thought he had him.
I thought I had him. All right, I've got some others. Unless Mrs. Comments, you have some slang you want to throw at him.
I need to process this. I wasn't ready. I was
Okay.
just asking, so I need to digest some information.
Okay. All right. Here's another one. It's double overhead today. This is from California. Someone might say in California, it's double overhead today.
Sounds weathery to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to guess
Yeah.
something.
And it's California, so it's got to be
really
hot, right?
cloudy or really
It's like
hot.
really hot.
Close. It actually refers to the waves. So a California surfer talking about the waves might say it's double overhead today. Double meaning the waves are doubly overhead today. Quite
height-wise.
large. Yes, height-wise. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
How about riding shotgun?
I was thinking that
passenger
passenger seat.
Damn it.
Use that.
Yeah, that's too pop culture, that one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How about the bubbler? This is from Wisconsin.
The bubble.
The bubbler.
Is it a place?
What
It's-
is the context?
Someone may, in a public setting, go to the bubbler.
Bubbler.
Toilet? Public toilet?
Is that your answer?
Just
No, I want to
thinking
say if
out
it's
loud.
Wisconsin, it's got to be alcohol related.
That's what I was thinking. Drinking, yeah.
Hopefully, Peshtigo Fire hears this.
Aloof, I got the next one.
All right, you got it, buddy. All right, so they say public bathroom or something alcohol related.
Wisconsin. I mean, I've been, but I've never heard it.
Yeah, so
No, me
so
either.
in Wisconsin, someone that is going to the bubbler or is looking for a bubbler, that's a slang word for the drinking fountain or water fountain.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So not the.
Go ahead, Legionnaires.
Okay, so my next one, what does it mean to bang a Yui?
Ooh, there you go. That's a good one.
Turn around.
Do a
yeah.
U-turn.
Turn around, yeah.
Okay,
Damn it.
okay.
These
Yeah,
Brits
you know,
these Brits are good, man.
We use
they're
that one, to
good.
be fair.
They're good. Okay.
How about
I'm gonna,
how about this is from Michigan, so a little more regional. The word "youper" to describe someone. So someone may say that guy is a youper.
Young.
Looks like this. I will send it to you in the
A
chat.
youper.
I think some Americans may not know this too, so I tried to get specific. They threw Cockney at us. We can throw a little Midwestern at them.
Is it something you would use yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
All I can think is alley-oop, but I don't think it's linked to that. Only stem of a word I can make.
Youper. Okay. No, I've got nothing.
No, that's got me.
So a youper is actually someone that lives in the Upper Peninsula. So in Michigan, you've got two peninsulas. The one that looks like a bunny over the hand, if you will, is called the Upper Peninsula. Someone that is from the Upper Peninsula is called a youper.
Wow.
all right. I'm gonna take the next one here.
You got it. We got 3 more to go, Legionnaires. So we got to stop them.
Okay, so Firstly, I'm gonna. Have any of you ever been to Boston? Any of you Brits?
Not me.
No.
No.
Okay, so if I said the T, what does that refer to?
Tom Brady.
The Boston Tea Party? I don't know.
Is it sports related?
It is not sports related.
I have no clue.
Are we gonna get any more answers, or are we out of guesses here, guys?
I thought Tom
The
Brady
T,
was pretty
as
good.
in a letter T or the drink T.
Nope, and nope. The T is actually the name for Boston's subway system. We call it the T, and you probably wouldn't know that unless you've ridden on it, which is why I had to make sure none of you had ever come here before.
Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean.
It's not even slang.
Right, exactly.
It is slang.
Legionnaires made it up before.
Yeah, right. Yeah, someone needs to fact check that one. I'm not even sure of that one.
Yo, fact check it right now. The T is the name of Boston subway system.
Mutiny.
Yeah, right. All right, I got one. Shoot the breeze.
We like to shoot things
Like-
out here in the U.S.
Yeah, we like to shoot the breeze.
So like,
Just like shoot the shit, then it's
yeah, it's like shoot the shit, like to
just like
to
talk.
talk,
I don't know, talk.
put the world to
Right.
rights with your friends.
Yep, you got it. Yep, means basically to just chill out, hang with the friends. Yeah, shoot the breeze. You got it. All right, this is
So Luke, you weren't gonna go with shoot your shot, because I feel like that one would be harder to get.
Well, so here's the thing now. Okay, so we got 5.5 right. We got half credit on one of those. And right now the Brits here are at 5. So if they get this last one right, they win, Legionnaires. So I've got a couple other slang words we could throw at them, but if you've got a good one,
I'll be honest. It's probably I don't have anything that's that difficult.
they got the
off the
corn.
top of my
They got the cornbread one, man. That was the cornbread one was supposed to be the one to
that was
stop.
the kicker.
That was
No, the
It's
corporate
like-
one was like, you could figure it out.
Just don't make it like the name of a bicycle that's only made in like Kentucky or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's a chance.
right, exactly. All right, I've got one. I don't know if this is gonna be the one to stop them.
Mrs.
Yeah, do you have any?
comments? Do you want to use your example? Do you think it's something?
Okay,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah,
I was
yeah, get 'em.
thinking of-
Get 'em.
Okay. See, I think there was like a like I was talking with my family about it, and they didn't know what the actual like definition, the literal thing was, but it made it's well, we did do the bell end, so
I'm afraid.
we did use some inappropriate. I don't know. I feel I'm embarrassed. Okay.
If you
No,
don't want to say it, type it in the chat
No,
for
no, I'm
Aloof
gonna
and
say
I.
it. Okay.
This
I'm
is
gonna say
this
it
this is
because
for the
you
win,
know
Mrs.
what?
Comments.
I'm a grown woman. You have to tell me the definition. Oh, wait.
She's really.
Okay. The problem is that you can't just. You have to be very specific with it. Okay. Like whenever someone tells you that they have a chubby.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh, we're in trouble. Chubby.
Oh,
Just
come
tell me,
on.
right?
You hyped up Chubby?
Yeah, it's a semi.
It's semi.
No, listen. Family and I had an argument about this, so I have my definition is very so.
I'm pretty sure it's a semi. I wouldn't have any other definition for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Chubby just means
Chub.
a chub.
Chub on.
Yeah.
It's not full. It's half mast.
I love how you can hear chickens in the background. This is like pure
Yeah,
Americana
I've
right
been
here.
wanting to kill them this whole time.
So
Yeah. Also,
go ahead, Mrs. Comments.
no, that's it.
So I think they got it right, right? I mean that's what that means.
My family was arguing that it doesn't mean half mast, and that's why I thought it might work. Maybe my family is just stupid.
What did they think it means?
Meant like a full boner, like a full-on boner.
No.
And I was like,
No.
how could you possibly think that? But then I was like, well, maybe.
No.
This podcast has gone downhill quick. We're talking about half boners now.
Mrs. Comments really drags down the neighborhood.
Oh my god. Henry, okay, you can buy it.
There's a bunch of chubs in the background.
You said bell end. Okay, I refuse. No, I refuse to be ashamed. Okay, they said bend. Okay, and you said Jack. You said the word.
It's my podcast. It's
Aaron.
well. So that all said, the Brits win this time. They win 6 to 5.5. It was a very close. I thought we would do a lot worse. So, thank you very much, Legionnaires and Mrs. Comments, for joining and helping me get a couple of these right. We did very well.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I love it. I love the sound of the chicken in the background. All right.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you don't mind, for the bumper music, I was gonna play "God Save the Queen" from the Sex Pistols. I hope none of you are hard and fast monarchists or anything like that. I hope that doesn't offend.
No, we're good.
Okay, very
That's
good.
fine.
Very good. Very good. This part of the podcast, I always like to kind of get a little feel for strategy. I know, guys, listening to this, we're trying to figure out how to build our teams and what kind of tactics do you guys use when you're playing. All three of you guys, like I said, are very illustrious players. Obviously, Punters, again, 3 championships. And you guys won Eurovision this year. For our listeners, if you can, I don't think most people would know. What is Eurovision? Because there's a joke behind that. I don't think most Americans know what that is.
As in the actual competition?
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows what Eurovision actually means in America.
I mean, I watch it every year. I still don't know what it is.
Nobody knows.
It's
It's
just a load
like
of crazy
it's just a
drunk-
singing competition
Kind
for
of like
Europe and
European.
Australia. Weirdly,
Yeah, and Australia.
almost like a American Idol type feel there.
Yeah, but they're all
cheesier, like camper.
I don't know about cheesier. It's
a
pretty
lot camper.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Like,
American
you
Idol's
don't
pretty
put
cheesy.
forward- You don't put forward your best singer for song. I don't really understand. Like, no, like it's never like England would never have had, or the UK would never have had like Take That or the Arctic Monkeys. It's like some ridiculous person that was either no one's ever heard of or someone that was in a band 18 years ago that had a number 1 for 2 weeks. Like, I don't really. It's just sort of about being hilarious.
And then we always lose anyway because it's political voting and everyone hates us.
Yeah, because the countries vote for the other couple, like whoever to win. So like all the Baltics vote for each other, and we're not bitter about it. But,
Oh, so
Yeah,
there's
we
there's actually some tribalism in this voting.
yeah, big time.
Wow.
It's
All right.
very, very low key, but it's happened every year since we won it last, which was a long time ago.
So is
When never anywhere near the top now. So
Eurovision the reason why Brexit took place? Are you guys just salty about not winning
the
Eurovision?
other way around. The other way around.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. We don't need to get into Brexit, but I would be interested, I guess, a little bit on what your thoughts are on Brexit. Just we don't have to. I know it's very contentious in Britain, but we don't have to get into a political debate here. But if you would share what you guys think about it, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, well, I moved to the EU, so that probably sums it up on my part.
I'm very much on the fence in terms of politics. Just here for the memes.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I tend not to try and get into it. It seems like a bad idea because it seems like the EU was doing fine, but I wouldn't have enough knowledge to really. If someone wanted to go at me about it, I'd be like, "You're probably right. I don't know."
Fair enough. All
I
right.
have some very close friends on both sides of the fence, so I'm just like, yeah, cool guys, nice.
Yeah,
It was fascinating for me. I love, like Tyrants, I'm sure we've talked about it before, how much I'm into watching British House of Commons. It's like a pastime of mine. I usually watch Prime Minister's questions. I know it sounds weird, but I absolutely love it. I'm just so enamored by British politics.
You're a big Paxman fan.
I don't know why. I'm so into it. And I've said before, if I was an MP, I'd be the Scottish National Party. I would love to do it, but another discussion for another day.
You don't want to join Lord Buckethead and Fish Finger Man.
Yeah, exactly. This is great. I love it. But getting back to the RBA, we'll start with you, Tyrants, if you don't mind. What's like your strategy when you're playing and building your team? Are you? I know you're a pass-heavy guy. Most everyone else is.
Apart from that one season, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna censor you on that one, so we're not gonna talk about that one season. But other than that, exactly.
I tried to base a lot of what I do off the guys streaming. So you got Ents, you've got Punters now, you got all the big dogs streaming, and it's like I try to replicate them, but I just can't. I mean, it worked for one season. I'm very much the same. Hit the out routes and get out get out of bounds, save the time, take the sack if I have to. And then watching Red Comets' streams, he'll just throw very nonchalantly to the tight end in triple coverage, and his heart won't skip a beat. And I'm like crapping my pants for him. So I'm still not that good yet. I'm very much in terms of 2 wide receivers, the rest chuck it on the defense, other than the QB, and then just throw and hope that someone catches it and gets a lucky stiff arm or breaks a couple of tackles. But the schedule's been tough the last few seasons, so I've been a middle of the pack, shall we say.
I mean, do you guys think defense actually matters? I'm kind of going back to my original theory that defense is random, that the results are random, or am I just completely off the wall there?
I disagree. I think offense doesn't matter personally. I think I've got to a limit where I'm not going to get any better at being able to throw a 10 to 15 yard pass and run out of bounds. And my seasons at totals are mostly decided by how many times I get a Hail Mary scored on me in the last seconds of a quarter, to be honest. I think I care much more about who I sign on defense than I do on offense.
Ah, interesting. Who do you have on defense, Punters? I mean, like, what's your lineup? Do you do like 3-3-3 or?
No, my defense, I prioritize D-line, and it's sort of like, it was never like there's no reason or rhyme for it. It was just a strategy that one year I had a great year and I was like, that's weird. Why did that happen? Oh, I've got incredible D linemen and not much else. And then I've kind of rolled with it and it's sort of worked out. So I have 3 D linemen, 2 at 5-star, 1 at 4.5.
Wow.
Linemen never really put much store by, but I always try and have at least 1 5-star defender in each position. So I have 1 5-star linebacker and then I have 2 5-star DBs now. But yeah, so I prioritize it, lineman, then DB, and then linebacker.
Oh man, that's good to know, Punters, because I do the complete opposite. So I try to load up on linebackers only because I thought, you know, like, linebackers are kind of in both phases. You know, they're handling the run or the pass, but maybe I got it wrong.
I don't know. I mean, like you say, I've only played like seriously. I've got other saves, but I don't really pay attention to. I've only played this seriously for like 10 seasons, and really that is a tiny sample size when you think that since the last update, which can always change everything, that's probably like 4 seasons maybe, like since, and like that can be such random chance in that kind of time. I could not have it right. It's just like, my whole thing is like, if something's working for me, just try and keep doing it, I guess. So yeah, that's what I've got.
Gotcha. And then Southern Miss, you play in the college football league.
Yes.
And they play medium difficulty, correct?
Medium.
So
yeah.
So now, as someone that's played both, and Punters and Tyrants, you may have done as well, but I just obviously know Southern Miss plays in college now. I mean, is there a big difference between the two that you've noticed? You know, playing in hard and medium.
Yeah. It's huge. To one of the reasons why I ended up giving up RBA is that at least with the latest update, it just felt like it was just so grindy, so cheesy. Just you couldn't take a risk on anything because the guy was there to just pick it off. And then playing alongside my RBA, where I'm just whizzing about everywhere, and you're seeing 60 points, 70 points, 80 points, and it's just way more attractive. And then, like I said, I started doing the stats in the college league as well, and that took a little more time. So I put the RBA, but I mean, I might have had more success in RBA because I'm a little stubborn in that I recently found out that I'm one of the few weird people who do not play with a star-rated quarterback. I don't have one.
Whoa!
And I never have one.
Wow.
I never have. Reason being, when I started the game, and obviously it's just single player. I found that I had enough success. You know, all you have to do is beat the computer. I found that I had enough success in doing that, and the quarterback took up too much cap. So I kept him out the picture, and I've continued to play that way since. And in the RBA, it took me, before the last update, I got up to the Champions League playing that way. So I don't think I would have ever won anything in that league playing that way. I think you are going to have more success hitting guys deeper down the field than what the no star gives you. But on medium, If you know the routes in and out, and you can like throw the guy open, virtually every route's a comeback route if you overthrow it. All you've got to do, if it's stacked on one side, you just got to make the guy miss. You got to make the one guy miss, and if your receiver's got enough speed, you're not getting him. So I can get the 80-point games no problem on medium. Still trying to break that elusive college football. I won a New Year 6 last season, so that's like the height of my no QB. That's my height and the no QB skill. And unfortunately, this year it was tough. I actually beat my overall points PD for the last 2 years, which got me in back-to-back NY6s. But everyone stepped up this year, so I didn't even make an NY6 despite having a higher points differential than the previous 2 years. So I'm all in on trying to figure this defense out as well. I think there's some throws that I just can't make with that quarterback. I don't feel that I'm that far behind in terms of scoring on offense. It's just trying to figure this defense out. And I found some tweets actually that were pretty. I saw them circulating in Discord. One obviously is that once you get to 5 stars, depth doesn't matter. And the other one being position does not matter, which was also tweeted out by the guy who creates Retro Ball. So I found that interesting. So you could just stack 4 of whatever position is, as long as it gets you to 5 stars. It gives no more advantage over the other. I think the biggest, since taking the stats on, I think the biggest, and no one wants to talk about it, or maybe people think about it, but there's not been an open discussion. The biggest factor outside of defense, offense, strength of schedule.
Yes.
Your base team.
Yep.
So in the 2 seasons, I've been running stats for the college league. So the 2 seasons, the 4 finalists of the college football playoffs last year all came from the NFC East. Two straight years, both finalists NFC East. This year, both were Washington as their base team.
So I mean, doesn't that tell you that it's almost, I don't want to say random. I guess that was probably the wrong word to use, but it's how should I say it? It's outside of your control. That even if you stack a defense up, I mean, there was one season where I ran, and Tyrants and Punters know, I ran 1 running back and I had 10 defenders, and my results were kind of middling at best. I mean, isn't it what you're saying, Southern Miss, which is really interesting, and I like this discussion. But doesn't that kind of tell you that it's almost random? And by random, I mean, again, I just mean sort of like out of your control.
Yeah, I think it is. I think once you get to 5 stars, and if what is, for all I like that the Retro Bowl guys never elaborate any of it. He's just dropped these little nuggets, and he's like, do with what you want, speculate with what you want.
Yeah.
But if he's what he's simply saying is, once you get to 5 stars, nothing matters. So in theory, you could have a team full of 2.5-star defenders. As long as they total 5, they would be as good as 3 or 4 5-star guys on their own. I don't believe that to be the case. I definitely think you see more production out of a smaller group of higher rated players than you would a higher group of lower rated players.
I'd agree with that. I
think I think it is just, if you can get your 1-star offenses, you're gonna score better. But it's infuriating, but that's what interests me. What keeps me coming back. I had a play for fun save, and I took on a 3.5-star offense Cincinnati and got up into. They didn't score any, and I got up into the 70s, maybe early 80s, and then the very next game I play a 1.5-star offense, and they put up like 3 touchdowns. It just makes no sense.
I think we've all been there.
It makes no sense.
Nope.
You you get your plus 80, and then your 1-star comes along. You think, right, this is where we might even get into the 90th one.
Right.
It's the game. It's the game after
Yep.
everything's primed, and then it just it hits you with it. But
Yep.
yeah, I think the strength of the schedule is definitely there's. I mean, even in the 2 seasons, like the patterns are there. Like with the 8 college teams that we had in the playoffs this year, 6 of them were from the NFC East. 2 were from the NFC South, and then the other 2 were just there were one of the there was no pattern to who they were, but you're seeing you're seeing these repeats now over seasons. I mean, especially with LA Tech, he's the first player to win 2 championships now. He plays in the East, and when he's not winning both championships, he's there. He's always there. So I definitely think the strength of schedule is like the last little factor if you're looking for those points. And this is why with the introduction of the Elite League, where we're all going to start on the same team to see if this is going to kind of even things out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that in the World Cup because they do a similar thing. I think this last World Cup, everyone played with one team, and they still had the big guys, Panzers, and all the usual suspects that you expect to see at this point. So skill definitely counts for something. So for everyone that is listening from the RBA side, I meant to mention it. Southern Miss used to play in the RBA under Miami Vice, who had some of the sexiest, awesome logos in the entire.
That's pretty good, right?
In the entire RBA, they were pretty fancy. So Southern Miss, we do miss you, and hopefully we'll have you back someday. So
can I just say I don't miss him? I don't think anyone knows this actually, but he just beat me by 172 to 101 in a bowl game, which spanned. So in the college league,
I'm sorry, I didn't
in 3
realize.
games he beat me by like 24 points per game, which is profoundly embarrassing without a quarterback as well. So don't rush back here. You're doing me enough damage over there.
Fight.
No, on medium, it's really nice. I can put up those kind of numbers, but on hard, it's much more of a grind. But yeah, that was interesting with that. That was my best ever, and to say it was in like a Frosty's Bowl or whatever it was, and then you see the college playoff scores, and you think, yeah, I could have hung up there if you could just get in. But everyone was the scores were crazy this year in the college league. It's just ridiculous. The New Year 6 kind of base, the bottom one to get in on PD from this season to last season went up 100 points. That was the jump this year.
Yeah, it was like 1,000 you needed, wasn't it, or something, even to get there?
Holy crap!
Yeah. So the past 2 years to get into the NY6 bowls, I'd got about like 860, 870, and that was enough. And this year I got like 10 points more, so like just under 890, and I came in. So instead of ranking from like 9th to 17th, I was like 37th or something silly.
I think you were 37. I was 38.
Something silly like that. So if I had wanted to make an NY6 again for the 3rd straight year, I would have had to have scored 100 more points than I did the previous season. That's how much everybody jumped this year.
It's like it sounds like it's more like arcade level.
It's really arcade.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. We're getting down to it, guys. We've been at it for about an hour. So if you've listened to the podcast, Tyrants, you've been on the podcast. I usually try to close out the episode with 10 questions. And unfortunately, Tyrants, I wasn't able to compile a list of 10 new questions. So if you'll indulge me with doubling up, I apologize.
That's great.
Okay. So just because I'm looking at it on the screen, Tyrants, what I'll do is I'll ask one question. Tyrants, you can go first, and then Southern Miss, if you could go second, and then Punters close out the question, and then I'll go to the next, and we'll go that way. All right. So the first question is, what is your favorite word?
Okay, so I'll think of new answers this time around.
There you go, buddy.
Um, like any sort of word that has that start with a PSY, psychosis, psychic. I just like the way they sound. Just off the top of my head, just something that came to me, I suppose.
I like it. Very nice. All right, Southern Miss, you.
Quim.
Quim. Is that
Quim.
Is that another British slang word?
It's Old English.
Wow, I like it. What is quim?
It's a lady's vagina.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought that was muff. I thought you guys say muff.
Yeah, we say
We
muff.
say many things.
We've got lots of words.
The British
Oh.
language. The British language is deep with.
But again, it doesn't. Depending on the context, it doesn't always mean that. You can call someone like a mewling quim, and it's an insult.
Yeah.
I love it.
What the hell?
I'm gonna have to not mark this one as not safe for kids. That's okay. How about you,
It's
Cambridge?
educational.
It is very educational. I love it, man. How about you, punters?
My favorite word has and always has been for some reason symphony.
Oh, I like that. Okay, symphony. Yeah. All right, reverse to that. What is your least favorite word?
No. Being told no.
Yeah.
But I want it. No.
Like it.
Ooh, I don't know. There isn't a word that I particularly dislike. Oh, if Punters has one, let him go and let me just have a little
You got it.
think on this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a specific one, but anything to do with like gouging, or I feel words, if that makes sense. So like, yeah.
Are you one of these guys that doesn't like the word moist?
There it is. I was waiting for it. I thought for a second we weren't going to see it or hear it in this case, and that word is always used every podcast. So there it is. I was waiting for it.
It's such a divide of the word moist, isn't it?
Moist.
Some people love it, some people hate it.
I don't think I've met someone that says they like it. Do you like it? Do you like the word moist?
I like it.
You like
Again,
moist?
kind
same.
of like mewling prim. You could say like a moist crevice.
Wow.
It's just
Oh
good.
wow!
That's
Definitely not paperwork, this one.
it's an art
Yeah.
form. Yeah.
It's how you interpret it. Crevice has many meanings.
I love it. I love it.
Think of it what you will.
I
I don't have a least favorite word. I just like words.
like it. We'll go with that. Okay. Again, I always preface this by saying it doesn't need to be sexual, but by all means, obviously at this point, if that's where you want to go with it, go for it.
We're all
Yes. What turns you on?
Certain smells of like nice perfume,
Moisty quims.
Yeah. moisty crevices. Yeah, absolutely.
moist crevice.
It's like a James Bond girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
The name's Crevice.
I'll try to tone it down. Just
Oh, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. It's late for you guys, so we'll give you that.
It's only 8:30.
What turns you on? What gets you going?
What revs your engine, Southern Miss? Or Cambridge, if you've got one.
Yeah, Cambridge,
I do have one, which is a little bit weird. So, safe space.
Yes, exactly.
It's not necessarily like a sexual turn on, but when you have a haircut and they're just finished, and they have like a little blade, they run down the back just to like catch any last bits. It feels amazing.
There you go. I like
It
that.
does.
That's a good one.
I know that's what I do. I cut hair.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no one's ever told me they like the blade running down the back.
Well, no
of
one
the-
does. I haven't told anyone because they're weird.
There you go.
You just tickle me a little bit more.
You'll get bigger tips doing that now, Southern Miss.
Stop, yeah.
Maybe. Oh no, they don't tip in Denmark. We all get paid too much.
Oh, I hear tipping is sort of an American thing. Yeah, I've been told.
Yeah,
that.
you've got to fund those poor people.
I tip my
who
barber.
don't get paid well enough.
And haircuts are kind of a dying art around here. I'm still in quarantine, so my hair is getting thick.
But what gets me going? America visits any supermarket, the Ben and Jerry's aisle.
Ooh, there you go.
Just love ice cream.
Love it. Speaking of that, can I ask you guys a question? I've heard a rumor that in British or at least in European supermarkets there is an American aisle. Is that true? There's an actual like an American foods aisle.
You get your Lucky Charms and your specialty Pop-Tarts and your
nice
creams and there's not a massive selection, there never is, but you do get a couple of shops that sell it.
So let me ask you this.
Like sweet.
This isn't part of those 10 questions, but now I'm interested. What's your favorite like American food? Quote American food, if you have one. I'm just curious.
I just say the portions. Just the portions.
Jesus Christ.
The pizza I had in Green Bay was absolutely enormous. And it was the price of a small one over here. It was unreal.
I mean, like...
So
Go ahead, Southern Miss. I'm sorry.
I try being in America like once a year, and the one thing that I just always have to get without leaving a random Ben and Jerry's, which we can't get over here, at least 5 of those, and Slurpees. Like, I want a time a US trip where the 7-Eleven do like the bring your own bucket.
Yes,
it'd just be the best holiday ever.
Bring your own trough. Bring your own feeding trough.
Yeah. And then the best thing I've ever eaten, like which you just wouldn't find anywhere in Europe, was in Jacksonville, and it was a calzone pizza, right? And inside it, they baked a chili cheese dog.
Oh yeah.
It was incredible.
America.
Yes.
It was one of the best things I've ever. So that's my answer.
We elevate
chili cheese dog inside a pizza.
We elevate shit food to an art form. I know that there's fat people all around the world, but our fat people are special kind of fat people. So
they're really big.
Yeah, they're very big. Exactly. It's like those. What are those called? The Zorgs, I think they are, from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Those big, fat, slimy, nasty things.
It's amazing how you almost can become acclimatized to them, though. It's like I remember being in Las Vegas and there's this controversial restaurant, the Heart Attack Grill.
Yes.
And they let everybody over a certain weight eat for free. And so we're sat in there and we're eating, and the big dinger goes off. There's a big boy come in for his free food, and you turn around and he didn't even look that big. Like, you're just so used to seeing huge people, you're expecting to see the biggest man ever,
right?
And it was like, it's just another American. Like, he's just come for his free food.
Someone actually had a heart attack at that particular restaurant, and
I'm not surprised. It's creepy.
And tried to sue.
I didn't want to go, but my wife made me.
Exactly.
I'm going to be going, so I can't wait.
Go to the Heart Attack Grill, Punters. They make you wear like this nurse's gown, and if you don't eat it all, they spank you.
Oh, I'm just there for the spanking. That's it.
It's weird. It's really weird. It's really weird.
American debauchery is the best. All right.
And you can buy, and what's even weirder is you can buy the paddle if you get spanked. You can buy the paddle they hit you with.
Nice. That's
as a souvenir.
Oh boy, it doesn't represent all of America. I hope you guys. It's not all of us. There's some of us left. This is one of my favorite questions. What sound or noise do you love?
The opening of a can of beer. Just the little crack.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, it's a really good question. Sound or noise? Being born in 85, so kind of mid-teenager, by late 90s, early noughties, any intro to a DMX hype record. A siren, a dog bark.
It's kind of angry music, man. I can't do it.
Yeah. a Swiss
Gunshots in
beat
the
horn.
background. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's aggressive as
Yes.
hell.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Love it. That'll get you going in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that your wake up alarm?
Exactly. Right. Exactly. It'll certainly
If
wake
it,
you
if
up.
it wasn't my 2-year-old, it definitely would be.
There you go.
Again, a bit left field here, but
Yeah.
and not to try and sound any more posh than my voice is already making me sound. But when
Hadn't
if you
noticed.
ever watch, if you ever watch Wimbledon, and someone like just hits a banging serve, and the noise it makes when it hits the back wall, and I play tennis in clubs as well, and you get the same thing, and it's just like, I don't know, it's when you've done it, because I'm terrible at it, but like every so often it happens, and it just everything lines up, and you just see someone not be able to get to it, big like bang on the back wall, and it's just like, I don't know, it's very satisfying.
I like that one, Cambridge Punters, and you're adding a touch of class to all this talk of fat people and knobs, and so thank you very much for keeping us honest.
I try, yeah.
What sound or noise do you hate?
I think last time I said glass breaking, and we had a little discussion about your experiences with that.
Yeah.
Like when you go through, exit a shop and the alarm beeps, and you know you've done nothing wrong, but it still beeps because something absolutely unrelated. Just like puts you on edge. Like, is the security going to come and take me away and throw me in the prison? Or but no, you just walk away. But the initial fear.
Noise. Chewing gum. The amount of people I get sat in the hairdressing chewing.
Yeah, that's a good
Try-
one. Yeah, that
Trying
one
to
bugs
put-
me too.
Yeah, you just hear that.
Yep, that's a good one.
Oh, stop it! Stop
Oh,
it!
I'm a chewer and a popper. So
As long as it's not while you're getting your hair cut. All right.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Mine I don't experience too much anymore, but like my very, very prevalent in my childhood, where for whatever reason I used to wear tracksuit bottoms a lot more, and my brother, to wind me up, would like scrape his nails on the tracksuit bottoms, and
Oh, nice.
that noise just like gives me chills. And yeah, still occasionally happens if I go out for a run and drag a key along it by mistake or something.
Great answer. These are great, guys. All right. What profession or career would you like to attempt? If money wasn't an issue, education was an issue, time, you could do anything you want. What would you do?
fly helicopters. I was gonna say planes, but then I just feel like helicopters would just be cooler.
I'm terrified of heights. I don't know how I would be freaking out in a helicopter. But
One of those big Chinooks or something.
have you flown on a helicopter, Tyrants?
No, I haven't. But I
Okay,
just feel
gotcha.
like
You'll ask get Prince William can pick you up in his big Chinook.
There you go. Exactly.
And stick it in the garden, mate.
Yeah.
I'd give him a call.
I don't know. Again, it'd just be something real boyish, fast. Maybe not helicopters. Maybe whatever the fastest jet plane is, like Top Gun.
Nice. I like it.
I'm a bit more of a wuss than I think you guys, but I think probably choose like to be like an elite level sports journalist, because then you kind of get to go and see all of it and still get to travel loads, but you don't have to like ever worry about hurting yourself really. So
You get an all access pass, courtside, front,
Yeah,
front of the
I don't
pitch.
have to do anything.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal. I like that.
Sort of Ian Rappaport style.
Ooh.
Yeah,
There you go.
But like any sport, like because you need someone that can like be like, oh, I'm going to go watch the golf this week. I'm going to go do that.
I dig it. All right. Again, flip side of that. What profession or career or job would you never like to do?
Anything where I have to sit down for more than 20 minutes, because I've always been on my feet, especially an office job. Like sitting in front of a computer, I couldn't do it. I tried it for a day. I was like, no, get me back out there. I need to be on my feet.
Yep.
Going from 8 to 15,000 steps a day to 2,000 just wasn't enough.
I think I'd take the sister side to the industry I'm in. Beauty, like there's nothing beautiful about the process of beauty. Having to touch people's feet and make the toenails look nice and get rid of their underarm hair. No thanks.
Yeah. Ugh.
Nah.
a lot of crevices in that business.
Exactly. Probably moist ones too.
Very, very moist crevices on that one.
Yeah, I think I was going to go something more basic, like working at McDonald's, because I couldn't handle being shouted at by people. But I think you've kind of opened me up there with suddenness. I think I've got to go more something that would physically get to me more. I think it would be like probably being a surgeon or something, because I just like when the programs are on TV, I can't watch them, and I having to actually see all that shit and be like, might just kill someone, like someone's mum or daughter or whatever. So yeah, I don't want any of that pressure. Let me sit on my ass for 8 hours a day and look at spreadsheets. That's fine.
Great question. Great job. Okay. Next question. What is something you are grateful for? So Tyrants is a little bit different for you. What's something you are grateful for?
Oh, what direction do I want to go in here?
Yes.
I'm grateful for. I'm gonna go in this direction. I'm gonna say I'm grateful for my girlfriend because she puts up with a lot of my shit. There's a lot of shit, and yeah, she's been there. We've been together for a while, so yeah. I don't always let her know it, so I doubt she'll hear this, but I'm grateful.
It's funny actually. I was gonna go the same. Really grateful for my wife. Because she is we have a role reversal. She is the alpha dog of the house, the breadwinner. She affords us a real incredible life out here where we live in Copenhagen. So she makes that possible.
Nice.
So yeah, just it wouldn't be without. We're grateful for that.
Is she British as well, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is not very exciting, but yeah, I'm gonna basically follow the same line. I think maybe 6 months ago, not because I didn't like her then, something different, just because I would have been, choosing from sports or this or that. But I think given the circumstances that happened in the last 4 months, and bit that my fiance is basically the Times has been the only person I've been able and allowed to see, just from a perspective of having someone to talk to and keep me sane while the world was falling apart and we couldn't go anywhere. I think I have to concur along the same lines. And also, if she ever did hear this, and 2 other people have already said that, I can't go, well, I didn't think of it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you were boxed into that one. Yeah, fair enough. Great job, guys. This will be the last question. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Cheers. Just a clink of glasses and a cheers.
Cheers.
What was that? He broke up.
I thought you said jizz.
Cheers.
Oh no.
How did you get in here, Tyrants? You got past security.
Oh,
wow.
It is a good question. I think I don't know. I think I just want questions for him rather than for him to say anything to.
There you go.
Say anything to me. I mean, if he was going to say anything, it would be nice, if he acknowledged my attempts at just being a decent human being while I'm on this planet. If he gives me a little acknowledgement on, and then I'll ask him why he did such a rubbish job at letting people be horrible human beings, then maybe
I like it.
Maybe we get a question each.
Great answer.
I think mine would just be for him to say, everyone you want to be here is here, or everyone you love is here. That's the best thing you could hear, I think.
Nice. I like it, guys. All right. Thank you both, or thank you all three, I should say, very much for being on this. This was a great podcast. I was really excited to talk to, get some different perspectives. And so I'm very happy to have you on, Punters, Southern Miss, Tyrants. You guys are all three welcome back, and we'll try to schedule something, hopefully. But any parting words? Any little shout outs you want to give before we close?
Shout to
everyone in. Oh no, go ahead.
Just shout out in his comments. She's I've seen on the chat that she's thought of loads of American slang since, but the best she could come up with was
Very good.
Chubon. That was a good one.
Chubon,
Chubby.
yeah.
I like that one. It could be an ongoing thing. Just get it in the chat, and as soon as anyone thinks of one, just throw it in. Say, what's this?
There you go. All right.
I just want college league. Anyone who's in the college league listening, in the next, it doesn't have to be next season or the season after, but in sometime in the near future, if you could all just stop being so good, and then I could get my no-star QB into the college football playoffs. That's what we need.
Mine's a shout out to you, really, Aloof, for doing this. Like, the sense community in this league is amazing, and I almost dropped the league kind of 3 seasons ago, and it wasn't because of that I didn't. But then when I kind of got back into it more, I really sort of grasped onto that, and it's made it so much more enjoyable. And this is a bit cringe, but also shout out to Tyrants himself, because he. Since we've just drafted me in his E-League team, he's always like, I don't know, we just feel like we get on quite well and have a bit of a chat and check in. It's nice to kind of just have someone within the community to kind of face with on a regular basis that I don't have to speak to everyone from work all the time. So, yeah.
Mad respect to you.
Oh,
Just
a bromance. I love it. All right, guys. This is Aloof Balloon signing off on another great episode of Alliance After Dark. Peace.
Go Pack Go.
I'll end with that.
Got that.
Yeah.